Hi, my name is Heather Swain. I'm an occupational therapy student at Alvernia University, and today I will be discussing sensory-based play strategies for winter play. What is occupational therapy, or OT? First, what is an occupation? An occupation is a meaningful activity. Occupational therapy is defined by the American Occupational Therapy Association, or AOTA, as the therapeutic use of occupations, including everyday life activities, with individuals, groups, populations, or organizations to support participation, performance, and functions in roles and situations in home, school, workplace, community, and other settings. And in children, the role of OT, as defined by AOTA, is restoring children's skills needed to engage in play, adapting play materials, objects, and environments to facilitate optimal play experiences. Sensory integration, or SI, is recognized by the AOTA as an occupational theory that can be used with children. It was developed by A. Jean Ayres in the 1950s. She later published her book entitled Sensory Integration and the Child in the 1970s. However, in 2005, the 25th anniversary edition of Sensory Integration in the Child was published with a co-author, Robbins. It reflects the new research in the field and provides clarification. What is SI? It is defined by Ayres and Robbins as the organization of sensory input for use. Through sensory integration, the many parts of the nervous system work together so that a person can interact with the environment effectively and experience appropriate satisfaction. So what are the senses? You have the traditional senses of sight, sound, taste, smell, and touch. But there are two additional senses. These are vestibular and proprioception. Vestibular, as defined by Ayres and Robbins, is a sensory system that responds to the position of the head in relation to gravity and accelerated or decelerated movement. And proprioception, as defined by Ayres and Robbins, is a sensation for the muscles and joints. This information enables the brain to know where each part of the body is and how it is moving. Therapy using SI can be provided by a trained occupational therapist. Prior to therapy, an evaluation needs to be performed. Examples of evaluations include the sensory profile and the sensory integration and practice test, or the SIPT. Intervention focuses on providing sensory input in a controlled environment. During therapy, the child directs the actions as the child will select activities needed to develop. However, the therapist directs the environment. A note about sensory activities. Sensory activities may disorganize the child, so this needs to be watched out for during sensory-based activities. And as always, children should be supervised during all activities. So what sensory play can be done either inside or outside during the winter? The scooter board can be used both outside or inside, but you must first be careful of outdoor conditions, including the terrain, and especially in the winter to watch out for ice. Inside, you would want to watch for the floor surface, as the wheels may scratch some surfaces. And as always, pay careful attention to the environment, watching out for hazards that may be encountered during play. The scooter board is normally used in prone, which means the child will be laying on their belly on the board. The scooter board can help the child to learn to motor plan, and it can also provide the child with vestibular and proprioceptive input.
Good boy. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Put your head up. Hold your head up. There you go. Keep going, baby. Keep going. Yay, look at you. Turn. Ready? Turn, turn, turn. We gotta go see the fishies.
So what sensory play can be done inside? Inside, you could create a sensory bin for your child to use. The materials needed to create this bin would be a plastic bin, and in this bin you would place either rice or beans or a combination of both, and you would want plastics, cups, and spoons, and small plastic toys, and these toys can be something that your child is interested in. Activities using the sensory bin include pouring the rice or beans from cup to cup. The child can bury their toys in the rice and then find their toys in the rice, and it is great for desensitization for both hands and feet.
Is there more? Yeah. Why don't you put them down right here and see if there's any more?
Where can you find out more information? More information can be found on the Sensory Processing Disorder Foundation or SPD Foundation's website. Additional information can also be found on the Sensory Smarts website. As well, the Sensory Integration in the Child 25th Anniversary Edition book is also a good reference. A disclaimer, this presentation is meant only as informational. It is not a substitute for professional medical advice or the assessment and treatment from a qualified therapy practitioner. Viewers of this presentation should always consult with a qualified medical personnel or a therapy practitioner related to any questions regarding the content contained in this presentation. Adults should supervise children during all activities. The author is not responsible for any adverse effects from following the advice contained in this presentation. These are the references that were used in the creation of this video, as well as these references were also used in the creation of the video.